Holy that's a tornado. Yeah. There is a tornado right where we were about to sail.
Yeah, we were just getting the boat squared away to go, and if the boat was more squared away, we would have been out there exactly where it is right now. It's like right at the kind of entrance to this bay at the beginning of the Panama Canal. It's crazy. Have you ever wanted to sail around the world but don't know anything about sailing? Well, that was us just a short time ago, so sail along with us and learn from our mistakes. We spent 2 years fixing up an old catamaran, and in just 10 months we've sailed up to Alaska and all the way down to Panama while fixing the boat along the way. We're out here making our dreams come true with our new crew member Coconut, who we found abandoned on a small island. This trip has already been a life-changing experience, so hit subscribe and join us as we sail around the world on this massive adventure. I can't stop smiling. On our trip around the world so far, we've always tried to really get out and explore everything we can. On this side of the Panama Canal here at Cologne, that Caribbean side, we didn't think there'd be a whole lot to see around here, and that's why we left and went to San Blas pretty quick. But we've come back to take Coco to the vet. She's been to the vet and we're ready to go, but we've actually found a few cool things to check out around here. First thing, some sunken boats.
They're half sunken.
Half sunken boats, all right. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Here we are. We spotted it just from where we were anchored, and it's huge. It's like a big container ship, I guess.
Yeah, maybe it's like a small container ship, but it's still huge.
Yeah, it's a huge ship. No idea what happened or why it's in the water like this. This is basically right at the entrance to the Panama Canal. It's not in the main channel, but just off to the side. And yeah, it's crazy. No idea how long it's been here either.
How tall are you?
167.
You might want to duck.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, man. We are inside a sunken ship in a dinghy.
This is crazy.
How long do you feel before they discover they left some cargo here and they take us to our final destination?
I don't think anyone's coming here. There's also a bunch of wrecked ships over on the shoreline, so we're going to go check them out next.
Woohoo! A little bit more to explore on this one.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have come in here, but we figure this is pretty stable as far as sunken ships go. It's resting flat on the ground and it's a nice calm day, and it's been here for years clearly. Like some of the stuff is rusted completely through, but this is super cool.
Yeah, and the water looks so blue and nice in here for some reason.
Yeah, it's got like a greenish blue color to it.
Yeah.
That's some rust. This is so cool. Echo! There's no echo. Oh, there's a lifeboat!
Really? We need one of those.
All right, well that was amazing. On to the next one here. Luckily we don't have to go too far. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't know why there's so many sunken ships around here. That's pretty weird. So we're at the next ship and it's totally submerged everything on the inside. It's pretty crazy.
That looks insane. There's fish in there.
Yeah, they must be able to get in and out.
We are going aboard. I think. So, Captain, what are you naming your new ship?
Sunken.
Just a little pump?
Oh.
We were gonna go to the garbage in the marina after we do all this stuff. So luckily we have an old egg carton that we can use to not get super rusty. I don't know how we're gonna get back into the dinghy.
We might live here now.
Yeah, this is where we live. This deck seems firm. What's in the cargo hold? Water.
And more water.
Ladies first.
Don't know about this deck. Can you sink?
I don't think it's new.
I had a fire plan in place. Kind of looks like it's used though, because there's nothing in it.
Well, maybe their fire plan was good.
Oh. This one really looks like the Titanic.
I would still say it's doing half better than the Titanic.
I suppose so. I think the life raft on the other boat actually looked better than this one.
Oh, that one is half deployed.
Ooh. Seems like a bad sign.
Peering in this window, we found the ship's design. It looks super cool, and it's got a bunch of info on it, like ship's name and all safety procedure and stuff like that. Those stairs don't look good, to say the least, so we're just gonna stay here. Maybe I can put the camera up there though. Tell me everything you see.
There's a rung missing and I almost stepped.
You gotta look where you're going.
I know, I was just making sure my head wasn't going to hit anything. Please don't break. Please don't break. Please don't fall through. Please don't fall through.
What are you talking about? This is prime. Do you see the path I took?
Yeah, just around here. So you want me to go now? Now that you've weakened it?
This looks like the navigation room. It is slightly hard to enter though, as is just about everything else here. This is our second ever command of a ship.
Yeah.
This computer is like the technology we had on Supernova when we first started out.
Literally looks like exactly the same as the one we had on Supernova when we got it.
I have found some emergency drinking water. Would you like to try some?
Nah, I think I'll leave that one for you.
Is there a reason you're just staying in the door?
Yeah, there's holes in the ground. I'm definitely going to fall through one if I try and go over there. So, standing here, I'll just control the ship from here, I think.
Good job, Captain.
It's cool to look out the window from here because it's like, kind of actually feels like you're moving. The water's going there and you're actually in control of this massive ship. Like looking out the front at this massive ship ahead of you.
I believe we are taking on water.
Oh no. Abandoned ship. There's a survival suit and a torch.
Do you think the person made it?
I hope so. So this is at the stern of the ship. That says Panama, and that says Adonai, which I think is the ship name. Feels like I'm sinking through each step.
Just stick to the sides.
I won't let go.
There's a railing to your right. Your other right. My right, your left. This feels safe. Whew, never had a doubt.
So it looks like this was a cargo ship. This is a massive cargo hold, so stuff gets transported into it from a crane, things like lumber or metal pipes and things like that, and then go in here. These are doors that slide across with wheels, and so yeah, not a container ship, but a break bulk type ship.
Yeah, see, these are the wheels right here.
Yeah. And roll across and close it open. Right now it's just filled with water and fish.
Ooh. Easy as pie.
All right, my turn.
There's like 4 ships just all up on the reef right here, and by reef I mean it's just the shore. So I don't know if there was like a big storm or
like a mangrove.
Yeah.
Shore line.
And like if there was a big storm, or if this is just where they run ships aground that are sinking or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so there's 3 back that way, and then there's another one here.
It's crazy. There's like all these ships that are like marooned here on the shore, and then there's like a resort right there with people like swimming in the beach and palm trees. That's like a Navy base over there, but some of the buildings look like they're deserted, to say the least.
We're finally leaving the marina area today and going down back to San Blas, where we absolutely loved it. We're going to chuck some rubbish out, maybe buy some fruit and veggies, and then head back to the boat and start going. Well, we're back at the boat now, and we're going to weigh anchor and get going to the next town, Linton Bay.
We've been here for like almost 2 weeks, eh?
Yeah. And we hadn't planned that at all. We were just coming to take Coconut to the vet and we'd be off, but we got stuck here. We got some boat work done though, which is really good. Coconut got a bit more of a rest, got fed, and got a bit more used to being on the boat. So hopefully she'll be all right heading back out to San Blas.
All right, let's get going.
Yeah.
Holy sh**. That's a tornado. Yeah. There is a tornado right where we were about to sail.
Yeah, we were just getting the boat squared away to go, and if the boat was more squared away, we would have been out there exactly where it is right now. It's like right at the kind of entrance to this bay at the beginning of the Panama Canal. It's crazy. So we just saw 3 tornadoes. They started up in the clouds and then touched down to the water and hung around for quite a while, looking like they're pretty close to those big cargo ships out there. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen a tornado. And that's exactly where we were supposed to be going right now. We didn't worry about the clouds, the dark clouds, rain, anything, because that happens every single day here, all day, in the mornings, in the afternoons. So we were just going out anyway, but the wind has really started to pick up now, and seeing those tornadoes out there, well, there's no way I'm going out there now. We're gonna wait a bit.
At least 5 minutes, maybe 10.
Maybe a little bit longer. That's really dark. So those dark clouds are really starting to engulf us all around this way. It's still bright over there, pretty clear, but the wind is really picking up out of that way, and that's the Panama Canal entrance. So I don't think we're going to be able to get through that way anywhere. So we're definitely just going to have to bunker down here for the night, unless it kind of clears up soon. But it's already getting into the afternoon. We haven't seen any new tornadoes appearing, but it still looks exactly the same as when those tornadoes just suddenly appeared, and they came up quickly. So I'm not going through there until that really clears. I didn't sign up for dodging tornadoes in a sailboat.
Oh, come on. You said you'd sail around the world with me.
I will, but I'm waiting here for a little bit longer. The world can wait. 7 a.m. and there are no tornadoes in sight, so we're going to take off. There's a little bit of wind, which is really nice. There hasn't been a lot around here, so we're going to try and take advantage of it and sail off of anchor this morning.
Woohoo!
But first, we need to make sure Coco is nice and secure. We just turned on the autopilot and it's beeping at us and it wants to be recalibrated. We've had a few problems with it, and we definitely need to do this now. It's time. So we're in a nice, relatively sheltered bay here, and although we're at the entrance to the Panama Canal and there's a bunch of big ships over there, right where we are it's pretty clear, and none of those ones seem to be moving anyway. So we're going to let the autopilot run that. It basically does a bunch of zigzags for quite a while and like 360 donuts in all directions. So we're going to try that now. No sailing off of anchor then. We need motors for this. Yeah.
First time putting on the harness?
Yeah. Didn't seem to mind that at all.
Do we need to make it any bigger?
Yeah. She's gained weight.
Yay!
Not that we've tested it before, but that definitely would have fit her when we first got it.
Coco, this is for your safety. No. As soon as it's for your safety, you're out of here, eh?
It's okay.
Huh? It's okay. How about some chin scritchies?
That's better.
Coco's modeling her nice new harness look.
Looks good.
There you go, that looks safe. You look like a sailing kitty.
Yay! Anchor's up. Bit of mud on it, I might wash it.
Well, we can't do the autopilot because our in-water speed isn't working, so we have to sail with an uncalibrated autopilot. But that's not a huge deal. It's a short sail, only 40 miles. The only thing that's really disappointing is we didn't sail off of anchor, and now we have to put the sails up.
So we're under full sail now. Coco's getting used to it. We have to be really careful because there are still a lot of ships around, and we've got one motor on just idling in case we need to use it, just in case. And we're about to go through all the big ships now. So
Oh, Coco wants some cuddles.
yeah. Oh.
So those are the ships in front of us.
They're all anchored at the moment, but they can move quite quickly once they get going, so we've got to take a lot of care watching out for them.
So there's a ship entering the Panama Canal right now at probably the worst possible time, but it's only a little ship. So we're gonna be A-okay. It's just in front of us right now. Looks like we timed it perfectly in between ships coming in and out. We're just gonna catch the back end of this ship, and so there's nothing gonna be entering right after it. And then there's potentially a ship steaming that just passed under the bridge there that we're gonna make it out in front of.
So this is the area that we saw the tornadoes in, just outside that kind of entrance where those rock walls are to the Panama Canal and the bay that we were anchored in. We're on the other side of that now, where a bunch of the big cargo ships and container ships are anchored, and they wait here for days really waiting to go across the canal. And this is where we saw them. They appeared, started off in the clouds and then worked their way down to the water, and then just got bigger and bigger from there and moved not that fast or around, but kind of just slowly. And it's, yeah, never seen anything like it. It was pretty crazy. Hopefully everything out here was all right. Luckily it's all massive ships out here. Hopefully there was no smaller ships, but we didn't see any boats or yachts or anything come in or out during that whole time. So all good, and glad, very happy that we stayed at anchor and just waited the extra night. Coco's happy with her harness. It's first time wearing it, but she's like, seems pretty comfortable with it. She's tied into the boat. She's down in the like really protected part of the cockpit here. So there's no kind of wind or anything, and I think she really likes it with the motors off and just sailing, because it's a lot quieter and calmer. So yeah, she seems to be taking it in her stride and a lot less stressed than she was the first time when we had the boat moving.
And we're sailing at like 5-6 knots?
5 knots right now, and the wind is at 10, so that's pretty good. Happy with that.
Nice. Let's have a nice chill day of sailing, hopefully.
Yeah, it's great. It's gonna be nice.
And we thought we had 40 miles to go. I don't know why, but we only have 20 miles.
Yeah, I think the other half of the journey onto San Blas is a bit longer. So yeah, it's actually a shorter trip than we thought today.
Which is a shame if it stays this nice.
Yeah, that's right. But at least it means we can not have to worry if the wind comes down a little bit and we go a bit slower. We still have plenty of time all day to just sail at a nice pace and get there. So having a nice cup of tea. We've had a banana smoothie earlier this morning, and yeah, we're all prepped for a good few weeks in the San Blas Islands and really start exploring again before Coco has to come back to the vet. So the conditions are just starting to get a little bit sporty, which is great. The wind has hit 19 knots and we've gotten up to 8.5 knots of speed. So we probably better have a close eye on the wind speed from now on, because we're going past these mountains here, so it can kind of really pick up all of a sudden, which is what it just did. It was basically down at 10 and up to 18 now. So yeah, great. 19 and a half. I want to hit 20.
No, 15 knots is all we want.
That's true. We've just hit 9.5 knots of speed. The wind's picked up, but it's about steady around 20 knots apparent, but it is kind of going up to 21, 22 occasionally. So we're starting to think about reefing.
Probably we're gonna reef right now.
Yeah, that's what they say, right? If you start thinking about it, then you should reef.
Yeah.
So seeing as I've said that now, we should reef.
One more.
We reefed just 5 minutes ago and the wind dropped straight down to about 12 knots of wind speed, and we're going what, like 4 or 5 knots, so we're going to shake that reef back out. At least we got some practice in. So this is the furling line for the head sail, just letting it out, and then you can tell how much the wind has died. It's like it's going so slow, everything in slow motion.
Yeah, you can probably drop that now and start pulling on the winch. You could probably just pull it by hand. More?
So we're just about to cross this line we've seen coming up for a while now. Here's blue water, and then there's a really distinct line, and on the other side is green water. And it's like from all the rain there has been, so there's all this freshwater runoff from the land, from the rivers and the rain and everything. So we're about to cross it.
Ready? Ready? And now.
Feels the same.
All right. Still slow, eh?
Cool though, looks cool.
Yeah. So we shook out the reef. The wind completely died. So there's nothing, no wind. We're going about 2 knots right now. But you know what? That's faster than 0. So we're gonna continue going 2 knots for the next probably 3 hours. We're like 6 knots away, 6 miles away,
yeah.
From where we need to go. So
we can just go nice and slow.
yeah, 20 minutes ago it was like we were bombing, and now we're just like not bombing.
The opposite of bombing. So while we're going about 2 or 3 knots, we've decided to have a nice sit outside lunch and enjoy ourselves. These are our last tostadas from Mexico though, so it's a little bit of a sad meal. We absolutely love these. We had them all the time in Mexico. You could buy like yummy different tasting beans, cabbage, carrot, corn, hot sauce, which all lasts forever. So when we were away at anchorages for a few weeks, not going to towns, we just survived off this basically. And yeah, it's our last packet. Not sure if we'll be able to find them in Panama. We haven't seen them yet, so we're gonna enjoy them.
That's refried beans.
Yeah, refried, and they have like obviously all the different colors, red and black and the normal kind of ones. And we've got a pressure cooker on board, so we're gonna start doing them ourselves. We bought a whole lot of dried beans, so now that we can't get them so easily in the packets already done like this, then gonna have to start making them ourselves, which supposedly is really good and easy in a pressure cooker and doesn't use much electricity.
We did buy like 50 packs before we left Mexico, so we still have a couple to get through.
Yeah. All right, and the most important thing.
Ooh, the hot sauce. So Yvette recently learned how to enjoy hot sauce in Mexico.
Yeah, I did. Especially this one, it's a great one. All right.
It's completely unfair that I'm stuck filming this and I don't get to eat, so I'm gonna eat too. See you guys in a bit. We're getting super close to the anchorage, and the wind died. Just under a mile to go to the anchorage, so we have to turn on one engine, and we're gonna pull in the sails because there is absolutely no wind, to the point of I can just hold the sail like this.
That's the furling line. And it just started raining, so we closed the surround.
This never gets easier.
Yep. So Captain Coconut here has the helm today, and turns out she really does love sailing. She's much more relaxed this time than all the other times we've been on the boat and sailing across this way when the motor was on, all of it. So that's good. I think she's just getting used to it and she's feeling better in herself. She can eat as much as she wants. Over the past few weeks she's eaten heaps, We've given her a bunch of different things, but her favorite is the yellowfin tuna from Mexico. We still had a fair bit of that frozen, and other fish from Mexico as well she loves. So yeah, she's doing really well. We've got a vet appointment booked for about 3 weeks, just for her next checkup, and she needed a few more tests and things, and then depending how she goes at that, she'll get her surgery after that, hopefully pretty soon within then, and then we'll hang around that area again for a week or so before, hopefully, if all goes well, heading towards Colombia and the ABC Islands. So staying out of that hurricane zone, just staying kind of south and making our way across toward Grenada.
And away from all of this lightning.
Yeah, that's the other reason we don't want to kind of stay around here, is there's so much lightning every night.
We've heard that there was 60 boats struck in this kind of area last year.
Yeah, so it's just, we don't want to take our chances with that at all.
We're already taking our chances.
Yeah.
Every night, every day there's lightning.
And staying here longer in this place is not what we wanted to do at this time of year, but we have to, but we'll try to limit it to not too much longer, and certainly not the whole season. So we'll be heading across to the Eastern Caribbean soon. Touch wood, if all goes well. And she's doing really, really well. She's definitely like getting much more energy. She finds it difficult going down and up steps, but she can go down them a lot easier now. She can jump maybe that far if she really, really wants to, but most of the time we'll pick her up because she just can't. But she's getting more strength in her legs for sure. And she's not interested in playing with anything really, just a zip tie, but even then, I think that was really only once.
No, there was two times.
But other than that, she's not too interested in things yet. So hopefully once she just gets
a little bit healthier,
then she'll have more time for things like fun.
And if anyone's wondering, Captain Coconut is still tied in, although she may be sleeping at the helm. And she's really, really comfortable in her harness.
Classic Coco. All right, we've just anchored and we're putting the bridle on now. And then, I don't know, time to explore.
Time to sleep. For some reason, I feel like exhausted, but...
All that hard sailing. So that was a really fun sail to get back into the swing of things. It's really funny. We were just saying to each other how we both felt like we'd forgotten everything again, and we were only at the dock for like a week or so. So yeah, it's really weird, but we're both happy to be back sailing again and back out exploring. This place has some really cool things we're gonna go look at, including an island with monkeys on it. So that's definitely on the list to check out while we're here before we keep heading back towards the San Blas Islands, those beautiful islands of paradise. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for liking our video, commenting, giving us advice and tips and questions. If you do want to watch an extra full-length video, then come over to Patreon and we've got an extra one each week for you there. Or if you have any ideas or special questions or any, want to see boat jobs in more detail, anything like that, we'll do that over on Patreon. And then of course a huge big thank you to our Patreons who are already over there. But otherwise, thanks to all you guys here on YouTube, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.